Okay, we learned yesterday about what is Terraform, what is infrastructure as a code, and then we created an account in AWS. Then we created access and secret key. Okay, and then we also did the installation. So yesterday we performed this exercise, create an S3 bucket and an EC2 instance. Okay, but yesterday we were able to create only S3 bucket. Today we'll complete the EC2 bucket as well. Okay, so let's start the exercise. Again, what we will do is this we have done yesterday. Today we'll do the EC2 part. So let me check. I'll delete the existing directory. So just for segregation, we are creating a directory mkdir aws cd aws. Let's create a direct Terraform file cat main.tf. So here we are using very minimal options. Okay, we can provide more options as well, but our main aim is to learn how to means learning the concepts. Okay, so that's why we are using very least options or minimal options. So what the first block does, it will download the plugins which are required for Terraform to interact with the AWS. So the first block is for provider AWS. We're telling Terraform that will be provisioning the AWS infrastructure. Okay. Then the second block is AWS resource, AWS instance. Okay. We are just telling that we want to create an AWS instance. Okay. And this is just a logical name. Okay. My instance. So this is again I'm saying that this is a syntax. Okay. This will always remain same, but this can change. This we can give any name as per our requirement. Okay, so instead of my instance I can give an even an instance name. Okay, so after that what we are doing is we are just creating a resource. Okay, for creating a resource, that is AWS instance, we need to give its image name. Okay, and the instance type. So there are various types of instance type: T2 micro, T3 micro. So depending on upon the size and the CPU, memory size and the CPU, we can define instance type as well. But how to get this AMI ID? So if you go to the console, AWS console, if you click on instances, one of the method is when we launch the instance and when we select the OS. Suppose we are selecting this Ubuntu 22. So here you can see the AMI ID 080E1F. This is the AMI ID. Okay. Later on we'll be seeing or we can also see it here. Later on we'll see how to dynamically get this ID. Okay. But now we'll have to take it from the console and copy it. So we are creating an EC2 instance, that is a VM in AWS, using this. So just do Terraform init. So what I have done is I have already entered my keys. Okay, using this option, uh, export. So this I have already done. So now onwards, I won't be running that command. This I have already done before starting the class. So on this shell, it will always remain. Now it will, when we do Terraform plan, it will automatically authenticate because I have already exported the keys. So what does the Terraform init does? Okay, it will initialize the provider plugins. Okay, so it will check whether what is the provider and what are the plugins required to interact with the AWS, and it is initializing the provided plugins. Okay, and what does the plan do? It will tell us what it is going to provision next. Okay, so as I said, in this exercise I've used only one block. Okay, but I can also define various other blocks like root device, private DNS name, what should be the interface. Okay, and there are various option, what should be the CPU option. Okay, but in this case I have just used the AMI ID. That's it. Okay, and the instance type, that is T2 micro. So here somewhere it will be T2 micro. Other options, it is taking the default ones. Okay, so what happens in the real time, this is this output is sent to a file. Okay, and this file is emailed, okay, to the approver, and then the approver will do Terraform apply that, or he will say it is okay to go ahead, you can just do Terraform apply. Okay, we have seen what is the plan, and now it will, now using Terraform plan we will apply it. Okay, it will ask us to enter the value yes or no. Okay, so always check there is nothing to destroy. Okay, if it is destroying anything, just have a look what it is destroying, and is it okay to destroy it. So it is creating the instance. So as of now there is no instance here. Now it is creating it. I'll just, so it has created one EC2 instance. Just refresh it, and we can see that the EC2 instance is created. Okay, now what we will do is we'll just destroy it. So every day after creating the resource, let's destroy it. So Terraform destroy, and just say yes when it asks for the confirmation. So if you see here, it has written that one to destroy. That is what it is destroying. It is just giving all the details. And in case we want to see what are the various options available, to just go to AWS Terraform documentation. Okay, the registry, AWS provider, and we can see various examples are given here. Suppose I want to create a VPC, just write here VPC, and there are various options. We'll have to check the correct one. So this is the one, virtual private cloud. So if I want to create a default VPC, actually the default VPC will be always there. So suppose we want to create a route table. Okay, so this is the block we can use and changes as per our requirement, and it has also given all the details, which parameter does what. Okay, and which are the mandatory parameters and which are the optional. So here you will say these are optional, it will take it the default one, other things are required, the CIDR block is required. Similarly, if we see yesterday we created S3, so we can also check the documentation for S3. and create the S3 objects inside the existing bucket using this. So always refer the documentation. So let's
What is VPC? VPC is a virtual network.
virtual private cloud in it's VNet of Azure in
Oh, okay.
AWS. Okay, so it is started that creating the instance. Okay, so that's it for this exercise. We have created EC2